So your straight putt unit has arrived, you're all excited to use it, you've got it set up to the height you need it for, and now you're wondering, now, well, how do I practice perfect? Well, let me tell you, in order to practice perfect, you have to eliminate variables. You have to figure out what works and what doesn't work. There's three main concepts in putting that you've got to get under control, and they're all intertwined. You can't really separate one from the other. Distance, so your pace of play, so if you've got a 6-foot putt, you don't want to hit it 20 feet worth of distance, right? Direction, your distance determines your direction. There's about 16 different ways to make a putt, depending on the speed you roll it at. And then your putter path, which influences the other two. We've seen people on tour, we've done it yourself, where you put a bad stroke on it, so it doesn't matter how good your aim was or how good your pace of play or your pace is, your ball's not going to start in your intended line because of your putter path pushing it in any direction it wants to go. So we need to eliminate variables. Was it your setup? Was it your eyes? Was it your hands? So Str8Putt allows you to eliminate those variables. So every time I set up to it, I can see through my eyes where my feet are lined up. My hands are going to sit in the same place, relatively the same place every time, as long as that putter face is sitting the same way on the ground. My shoulders are going to be square. My eyes are going to be in the right position. I can look right here real quick and see where I am on those dots. I can tell whether my chin's too far back or too far forward. So if that ball is lined up with those orange dots and my chin's relatively over that, I'm basically in the same position every time. So now I can eliminate the setup variable. I'm setting up the same way every time. Right? So I get in here. Now the next variable would be my putter path. What's going on there? Get in here, get myself lined up, check my feet, and now I make a stroke. Got lucky that time, didn't hit any bars, so I made a good positive stroke. Now, had I hit the bars, had I taken it in too early, well then there's one variable that went wrong. I took it off the intended line too early. So the next time I can correct that. What about when I come through the putt? Am I pushing it? Am I pulling it? Well, if you don't know, you can't correct it. Instant feedback on where you're going wrong with Str8Putt. This is how you practice perfect. If you don't have a way of practicing that eliminates variables, you cannot practice perfect. Just like Ryan Moore has done at his house by creating that box that he puts his head in, he eliminates the variable of his head moving, and he gets instant feedback when it does. If he's in here and he tries to turn his chin gets hit. So he knows, so he can eliminate that variable of his head moving. So we want to get in here, maintaining our comfort level, right? Check my feet, check my hands, check my shoulders. One more look at where my head is in relation to the orange dots. Now I'm set up the same as I was last time. I can make another putt. Once again, I didn't hit the bars, so therefore I'm good. How's my distance control? I'm trying to make about a 6-foot putt here. Did I hit that ball on the pace that I need? This is how you practice perfect. This is what Str8Putt can do for you. Get in there, use it. It might take you a little while. Better you get, tighter you make those bars. The more consistent you're going to make your path, and the better putter you will be. Start practicing perfect today.